So we're going to be relating this animal cell with all of its parts to a vehicle. First, we're going to start with our nucleus, our nucleolus, and our nuclear envelope. So if you come and zoom in here, relating this back to a vehicle, we're going to have first is our nucleus, which is going to be our entire circuit board. The nucleus, like in the cell, is the center and control and demand in a cell, storing all the DNA information. This circuit board in a truck is exactly in charge of how this truck is going to run all of its functions. And then when it comes to nuclear envelope, this is comprised in a cell of groups of proteins that form openings called nuclear pores. The wiring in the truck here, if you go all the way around the truck, the wiring is what is able to do the commands from the nucleus to the rest of the vehicle, just like the nuclear pores do. Then next we have the nucleolus, which is the fuses, the core of the nucleus, and this is so next in our vehicle analogy of our cell, we are going to move on to our ribosomes. Our ribosomes in a truck is going to be our fuel, because it is what has our proteins that is going to, like our fuel is going to be sent all the way through our engine and everything else that's going to help power our truck with those proteins. So next, we're going to move on to our endoplasmic reticulum. So there are two types of ERs, endoplasmic reticulum. I'm going to call them ER for short. There's a smooth and a rough. So right here, as you can see, we have our rough ER, which has ribosomes attached in it in our animal cell. We have our smooth ER, which has no ribosomes attached in it. So now let's get a video of how this actually appears in a truck. So if you come close, you can see our rough ER is going to be like our pistons in a truck, and our smooth ER is going to be like a fuel filter in a truck. So our rough ER is involved in protein synthesis and processing in an animal cell. An animal cell involved in protein synthesis and processing. Well, in a truck, it's also involved in that kind of thing. The pistons, what they do in a truck is they allow this truck to combust all these proteins that are coming from the fuel and actually send it to the engine, which can create this power and energy. When it comes to the smooth ER though, a smooth ER is involved in cleaning everything out. So in a truck, it's your fuel filter, because you can't see it because it's in the fuel, your fuel filter, and this allows us to clean all that bad junk out of our fuel, out of our protein, and provides it to the rest of the cell, or the rest of the vehicle in this case. To our Golgi body apparatus. So our Golgi body apparatus in a cell is responsible from after the proteins and everything, the molecules go through the rough endoplasmic reticulum. They go to the Golgi body apparatus, and the Golgi body apparatus is what combines and synthesizes these proteins so that they can be distributed to the rest of the cell. So in a truck, after the endoplasmic reticulum, which in our truck is our pistons, it produces that energy which is then sent to our battery, and our battery distributes it to the rest of the truck so it can be powered. Our liposomes. So our liposomes here in our cell, they're in our animal cell, they're used to break down the proteins, and they're a membrane of enzymes used to digest down those proteins and kick them out through the back of our animal cell. Well, when it comes to a truck, luckily we have what's called a DEF tank. A DEF tank in all of our new Dodge diesels is going to be located back here with our fuel, and what the DEF tank does is it breaks down all those molecules coming out from our exhaust, and it helps produce less CO2, and it helps entirely the environment. So intentionally what it does is it breaks down all these exhaust molecules coming from our fuel, coming from our proteins out of our diesel truck. Now we come to the big boy in the animal cell, and that is our mitochondria. So our mitochondria's process, it's the powerhouse of the cell. It's to break down these molecules from glucose, turn them into ATP, which is energy produced in the cell. Well, when it comes to our truck, this is going to be our engine. It's the powerhouse and the producer of everything else in this vehicle. It is essentially what makes this truck run. We have our cytoskeleton. Our cytoskeleton is essentially the framework of the cell. It's composed of multiple protein fibers which hold everything together. Well, when it comes to a truck, our cytoskeleton is going to be the frame of our truck. Our animal cell is going to be our cell membrane. Our cell membrane encompasses and it's a barrier and what lets things in and out of the cell in our animal cell. Just like the doors in a truck, what lets people in and out, this is what lets proteins in and out of our cell. And that is all we have. The cell project. diagram of our diesel truck.